Hello, everyone. For today's segment of our Women's Empowerment Week, we will be hearing from two amazing professionals, Dr. Kimberly McKinney and Caitlin Brazier, to help highlight and empower these amazing female leaders within our community. Hello, everyone. Today I am joined with Kimberly McKinney, and now I'll be passing it on to her for her introduction.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be sharing my story and very appreciative to Hazel for bringing me here today to speak a little bit. My name's Kimberly. I have two jobs, really. During the day, I am an assistant superintendent for a school district where I work with curriculum, teacher training, support to administrators, testing, all of the things that happen at school in the classroom piece. And then I also volunteer my time serving as the chief counselor for American Legion Auxiliary California Girls State Program.
Last question is, how do you hope to influence the girls that you are able to reach through CAGS?
I have 9 nieces. And so they vary in age from 1 to the oldest one is turning 30 next week. And those 9 women, I want them to have the best life they possibly can. And I want them to find mentors in their life. And so what I want for them is what I take to and bring to Girls State. When I was in high school and college, and when I started out as an administrator and a leader, things were really competitive. And not that they're not now, but they were competitive then. And it was this idea that there were only room for the boys, or that there was only room for one woman or one girl on the academic decathlon team. I remember when I was in high school, I was the only female on the team. All the rest were boys, and it was like there was this tokenism, and that's not what it should be about, because we shouldn't be in competition with one another. We should all be supporting each other. There is room for all of us, and when we do succeed, it's up to us to bring up the next generation and the next group of phenomenal women that are going to lead, so that they can model and do those same things.
Well, thank you. I think that this last answer really spoke on the point that we're trying to get across with our Women's Empowerment Week. So that was amazing. Thank you. And on behalf of Young Senators and Santiago High School, we just wanted to thank you for being a guest speaker. So thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you. It was really an honor to be here today. I am always available to help mentor and support. Hazel, I'll make sure you have my contact information, and people can reach out if they ever have more questions or if they need support. It's not just about if they went to Girls State or if they're involved in this, if they were interested in education. I really enjoy helping and supporting helping and supporting women in any way I possibly can.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Today I'm here with Katie Brazier, who is the CHIRLA Regional Coordinator. Katie, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hazel. My name is Katie Brazier, and I work with CHIRLA, the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. I am the regional field coordinator for the Orange County region, and I've been with CHIRLA for 9 years. And through my work with CHIRLA, I've had the opportunity to work closely with Santiago students, such as Hazel, through Latinos Unidos and Young Senators. I also work, more recently, I also work with the Orange County Department of Education with the English Learner Services Program, providing support to English language learner students and families.
The first question is, what is one thing that you would tell young adults who are starting to think about their college and career paths, which would basically be everyone at Santiago?
Great question. Thank you, Hazel. Yeah, so I think I would definitely encourage all students to reach out for mentorship on everything. to learn from those around you and build your network. I know when I was applying to college, I was a first generation college student, and I reached out to my teachers kind of late in the application process, but I didn't know I was late. And so I think that was my first experience realizing how important it is to have those conversations with people who you look up to, who've done these things before. And whether it's applying to college, while you're in college, building relationships with your professors and those around you. Also, even when you're starting your career, looking for people who can support you and share their knowledge with you.
Thank you. And our final question is, what is your biggest accomplishment and why?
Yeah, so I think some of my greatest accomplishments is being a first generation college graduate and also having a master's degree. And most recently being a first-time homebuyer in Orange County, which means so much to me because I didn't know if it would be possible, and I worked really hard to be able to save for that, and also was very fortunate with the circumstances aligning right. But it took a lot of work, and I think for me why it's so important, those things are so important, are because I know the value of housing security, and I know a lot of our students can relate to that. So I wanted to share that, that's why those accomplishments make me proud. They're not just things to mark off or things that came easily, but I was able to accomplish that while balancing my home life. And I think a lot of students like myself come from really wonderful families that have been super supportive and want us to have more than what they had, and surpass some of the limitations or have access to more skills than maybe what they had the chance to have for themselves. For me, when I was in college, my dad became very ill, and I had a lot of anxiety about his well-being. I was very worried about him. And then even as a young professional, I helped care for my relatives who were experiencing mental illness, substance use disorders, physical disabilities, incarceration, and homelessness. And trying to balance showing up for my family members who were struggling with also pursuing my own dreams was the hardest thing I've ever experienced. And I just share this because I know a lot of youth are helping their parents and families in very big roles. And sometimes we might feel alone, or we don't really talk about those things on campus or know if other people can relate. And so I just want folks to know, you're not alone, and you can still go for your dreams and accomplish a lot of things. And if it's not easy, you should feel even more proud of yourself for getting there, and you will get there.
Well, thank you, Katie. I just wanted to say thank you for not only appearing as a guest speaker, but also for connecting your answers to your personal stories, because it shows that you're being vulnerable enough to not only demonstrate your success, but also connect with the students here at Santiago, like myself, and like many others, like our Young Senators President, Genesis Garcia. I know that a lot of us can really relate to the message that you gave us. So thank you, Katie.
Thank you so much, Hazel.